Hello there, this is Shelly Hayden and I want to thank you for stopping by to find out more about our upcoming 30th reunion. I know, how is it possible? But it really is, and it's time to come together and celebrate. So what we're sharing in this video is, first I'm going to introduce to you the reunion committee, and then I'm going to let you know how you can make this a great reunion with as many classmates of ours as possible. Then I'm also going to let you know how you can get all of your questions answered if they're not answered by watching this video. And we're also announcing the date and planned activities for our 30th reunion for next summer. And we're also going to let you know today how you can grab your spot and make sure we can keep costs as low as possible for the events. So who are we? Well, let me tell you just a little bit. We're the reunion committee, and we're made up from a group of volunteers from our class. Our goal is to represent the diversity of our class and lead the way in planning an event that will be fun for all. We started work on this reunion about 8 months ago, but actually we really started 9 years ago, right after the 20th reunion when we did our first brainstorming session. We decided back then what everyone wanted more of at the 30th or less of based on our past events. Those notes and lessons learned from our past 2 reunions have been the foundation for all of our planning for this 30th reunion. So let me introduce us. Well, I'm Shelly. I'm the chair of the committee, and our other very generous volunteers are Deidre Hunt, Kai Bansner, Kirsten Ahrens, Kiyomi Yim, Lisa Walsh, Lourdes Balderas, and Whitney Jordan. And aren't these pictures fun? I know, takes us back. We've all changed or not, haven't we? Okay, so let's talk about you and how you can make this a great event. So first off, come by our reunion website and click on the Get on the List tab. And that website is berkeleyhigh1986.com. So come by, click on that link, join the list, fill out that form and submit it. This is your way to let us know what you're excited about for the upcoming reunion, and hopefully we can make it all happen. And also, listen, the way we make this a great reunion is we bring together as many classmates as possible, and you help us do this. If you can reach out to all of your friends that are classmates and invite them to join our Facebook page or drop by our website and join the list. Really, this is all about bringing our classmates together, so please plan to come. We miss you. So here's how to get your questions answered, because I know some of you have some questions about the reunion. We've got an FAQ page on the website. It's down in the footer. If you go there and you don't see the answer to the question you're asking, and we talk about how we picked our venue, how we picked our date, all of those things are there. There's a form for you to get your question answered. So our reunion, I know this is the part you're dying for. You want to know when, where, and what. Okay, so the reunion is going to be the weekend of August 12th through 14th in 2016 in Berkeley. And our big event is Saturday night, August 13th, 2016. It's going to be at His Lordship's. It's a dinner dance. We looked at almost 20 different possible alternatives for a location, and His Lordship's just won out on almost every single list of requirements, and you can find out more if you go to the FAQs to figure out how we made that decision. So here's our vision. We want to share our vision with you for the event. Our dream evening would begin with a cocktail hour and current members of the Berkeley High Jazz Band playing some beautiful jazz for us, a buffet dinner, and a gorgeous sunset by the bay, and then dancing to an amazing local and really popular DJ. But we need your help to make all of this happen. We really do want to have a whole entire weekend full of events. And we've got plans brewing for a Sunday family picnic, a meet and greet on Friday night with a big, huge surprise in the works that we can't spill for a long while here, and a few other ideas being considered as well. The idea is a weekend full of events with something for everyone. And we're doing things a little differently than we did in the past. So instead of buying a ticket for Saturday and all the other events being free, which actually were funded by donations from your reunion committees for the 10th and the 20th, we need your help. So stay tuned for this next section on how you make this reunion happen. It's all about you. So here's how to grab your spot and help us keep costs low. Now, here's the thing. We're going to share with you how you can contribute and support us in not using the reunion company that we used for the 10th and 20th reunions. In the past, our class contracted this company. They sold tickets to cover costs, and they took on the burden of paying all the upfront costs for the reunion. Then the reunion committee ended up having to cover all the additional costs out of pocket, and they even kicked in almost $2,000 to have our 20th at his lordship's rather than go all the way out to Concord to a Holiday Inn. Now that we have the reunion company out of the way, we're doing things differently, okay? Because we're in charge now. So you decide with your contribution. You're going to actually decide how many events we have and what we can afford by deciding how much you can contribute. And if we wanted to do it all, we'd need everyone to contribute about $100. For some of us, that's a totally reasonable expense, and for others, it's a barrier to coming to the events. So we came up with a solution that makes this event accessible to everyone and creates the opportunity for us to do it all. Listen, the raw cost of each person who attends the event on Saturday night is $68.07. That's the exact amount. It includes tax and service, and it covers the dinner, it covers the rental of the location and the dance floor. Okay, that's all included. And we need to actually have at least 200 people minimum to attend on Saturday night to cover our contract minimums with his lordships. We feel like that's totally reasonable because we've had about 225 on the Saturday night events in the past. So here's what $68.07 pays for. If all you can afford is the $68, understand that we may not be able to have any of the extras. So we might not be able to have a DJ, we might not be able to have decorations or name tags, no picnic, and no Friday night event. But listen, we decided that we'd rather have an event with an iPod playing some tunes than missing out on having you at our reunion. Okay, but here's the other alternative. So here's what $100 or more helps pay for. And if you're someone who can afford $100 or even $125, you help us make this an amazing event for everyone. And if you're one of the many people who's really appreciative of this group of volunteers doing all the work to throw this reunion together, this is how you can appreciate us. Please contribute as much as you can. The earlier you contribute what you can, the better for us to budget and figure out what we'll be able to afford. So we need your help right now in the next couple of days to help us pay our deposit. And this is going to be a totally transparent reunion. We'll be sharing exactly what we're doing with the money. And if we end up with any extra after the weekend, which is unlikely, we'll be donating that to the Berkeley Public Education Fund, which does amazing work. The reason we're opening up fundraising right now is to raise our deposit for his lordships. They graciously gave us a very long window to get ourselves organized to do this. No other location would give us that flexibility, and some even wanted huge deposits within 7 days of our inquiry. Now, we're going to raise the deposits now, and then we're also going to come back next April, and we're going to open up the campaign again. If you think there's a chance you're coming, we need your help now. So here's the deal with the Tilt campaign, which is you're on the Tilt page right now watching in this video. Here's how it works. So first, you might be asking why we chose Tilt. Well, it's easy, and they don't charge for anything to raise the money here. That's a 3% savings from most other options for us to raise the money or sell tickets, or even more. So here's how this works. The campaign will run until we raise the $4,500. That's what we need to pay for the deposit of his lordships and for our family picnic site, because we're assuming you guys are going to step up and help us make that happen. When you contribute, you can either use your debit card, and there's no charge to you and no charge to us, or you can use your credit card, and there's a small processing fee of 3%. So here's what you need to know. Once we reach the $4,500 goal, the money will be transferred to our reunion bank account, which was set up by Lourdes and Kiyomi back in the Bay Area. They will get the deposits to his lordship and our park site. Everything has been set up to maintain transparency and keep our costs as low as possible. We will keep track of your contributions, and that becomes our list of who's paid and attending. Because of the way we're running this event and the fact that we're all just volunteering to do this, we're unable to offer refunds. If you have a change in plans after paying, you can either decide to make your contribution a donation to the great event, or we can transfer your credit to another classmate. We are also unable to sell tickets at the door. In the past, many of our classmates bought tickets at the door, but it's just not feasible for us to offer that this time around. So technically, yes, we could figure out how to do all of this, but it would increase the cost of the event for everyone and frankly be a serious pain in the butt for the committee. So let's do this, class of 1986. It's time to contribute. Don't miss out on the fun and help us throw the best 30th reunion Berkeley has ever seen. Our class was and is very special. Let's show them how to do it and how it's done. Thanks for watching this video.